welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash, and today's video is an exciting video because I got on their PR list and I got my first package, and I'm going to talk about the products. So there's this indie brand called Indi Cosmetics, and they reached out to me. They wanted to add me to their affiliate list, and I think I'm on their PR. I did get this sent to me for free. I keep saying this wrong. Indi has now done a collection for the Labyrinth. It is the Goblin King collection. For some reason, saying that all together really trips me up. But I was sent the palette, one of the glosses, and the metallic silver face base. Which, just like, here's the packaging for that. But it is metallic silver. I have an idea for this, but I don't know how well it's gonna go. So the eye look I have right now is all with the palette, and this is up on my TikTok. Anyways, let's backtrack. I did today's makeup over on TikTok, so if you want to know how I created this look, it's over on TikTok, and it is with the Goblin King palette, which is just gorgeous. Look at this. Beautiful. And I got one of the glosses. This is actually, I think it's a dual chrome gloss, but it looks like it has more than just one shift in it. I don't know if the camera is going to do this justice. Obviously I'm not wearing this today because it didn't really go for the look, but it is so gorgeous. There's not a scent on this at all, and honestly I don't know how well I swatched that in the worst possible spot. So it's from like pink to gold, and then some lights it reflects a little blue. It is the craziest thing. It is so pretty though. So let's do a quick swatch of the face base before I get into the palette. So this is actually supposed to be like a foundation. It's pretty thick, but the coverage is there. As much coverage as you can get from a metallic silver finish, but it doesn't feel heavy. But do you see that? Oh, I have such a good idea for this. I don't know if I can execute it though. I don't know how I can incorporate this on my YouTube channel, but I can definitely see myself using this pretty heavily in, you know, September and October, getting ready for Halloween. Honestly, I could probably even mix this into my own foundation and just have like a very shiny base. Shall I try that? Anyways, let's get into swatches of this palette. I'm gonna do them all on my arm here, and I'm not gonna prime my arm because why not? And we'll see how well this looks over my tattoos. Obviously, I don't have a clean canvas on my body to do swatches anymore, but let's get into it. Alright, so here are the swatches all laid out on my arm. Is it the most pigmented palette I've tried from swatches? No, but it performs very well on the eyes, and I will say the gray, the darker gray, and the black perform exceptionally well, and so does the purple shades. They perform so well. So starting with the white, we have Ambrosius, then we have Sarah, Magic Dance, William, and Jareth, and that is the first row. Second row is Ludo, Toby, Hoggle, Sir Didymus, and Goblin King. And then the final row is Fire Gang, Lancelot, Underground, Bog of Eternal Stench, and Masquerade. And that is that all laid out. So for my second look, I'm going to try to go in with some of like the pinkies and the reds, just so I can use the gloss. And I am super excited for this launch. It is so pretty. I'm just loving it. Just from the look that I did today, I know it's going to be a great palette overall, and I am so excited that I was sent this. Without further ado, let's get into look number 2. Alright, it is a new day. I'm ready to do my makeup, and let's just jump into it. So obviously the first part of my video was going over like the collection from Indi, the Goblin King. For some reason that is so hard for me to say. So you saw the swatches for the Goblin King, and I am going to now delve into using this palette again. I have my eyes primed already with my Anastasia eye primer, and I still don't know how I'm going to use the face base. I might not just use it this time. I am going to start with a flat brush, and I'm going to go into the white shade Ambrosius. I might say some of these names wrong. I apologize. I'm just going to pop that on my brow bone. I like starting with my brow bone done and then move on to the rest because it just keeps the brows bright. And as I said before, I'm also going to pop this on my inner corner. I've tried several indie brands who've had white in their palettes, and this by far is the best white from an indie brand that I've tried. It's not as good as like Sugar Pills Taco or my all-time favorite white, which is from the Anastasia Norvina 5 palette and Norvina 1 palette, but it's pretty good. So I'm going to go in with a little bit, probably slightly too big, but I'm going to go in with Fire Gang, and I'm going to start with the build up. Focusing it right there, and blending it out, and I'll deepen up this shade. So I'm basically just following the socket of my eye. Also, if you're curious about the rest of my makeup, it is the same exact makeup that I wore yesterday, and it'll all be linked on my Instagram, so check that out. Okay, now I'm gonna work on the outer edge, and basically same idea, just really buff this out. This look is pretty simple, but if you are a stickler for getting your eyes to match, it's gonna take a bit of practice, not gonna lie. But I am keeping the inside as open as possible. Now with the same brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Magic Dance. It's a little bit more purpley, but I want that to kind of like blend a little bit under here and just make a soft gradient. And that is looking so pretty. So tell me, do you like the movie The Labyrinth? Do you like David Bowie? If I'm being honest, I did not see The Labyrinth until I was well into adulthood. I immediately loved it, but it took me a while. I think my parents didn't let me watch it growing up. But my parents were kind of weird because like I couldn't even watch the 2003 Grinch with Jim Carrey because someone told my mom it was too scary. But when I was like 5, I saw The Exorcist. Oh, parents in the 90s were just wild. Cute. Now I'm going to dip into Lancelot and Toby. Just mix those two together. And I have a smaller brush. This is a Blend Bunny B3 one. And I'm going to try to fit that right in, just to help deepen this. I kind of don't want to have to go in with the gray or black, but I will if I just need a little bit more deepness. So far, these shadows are blending out super well. I'm very impressed with everything. I will admit, swatches, not the best, but I also didn't prime my arm when I did the swatches, but from just how everything's been applying, I love it. I'm in love. It's a very, very wonderful palette. Anyway, so I'm going to go in with just Toby, which is the straight red, and focus this more just right there. I feel like I did a similar look to this. If I did, I'll throw it up on the screen. I feel like I did, like 2 years ago. Now, just Toby, I'm going to start running that on the beginning of my lower lash line. Cute. Cute. I'm gonna go back in with that original brush that I had, and I'm just going to blend the lower lash line a little bit. I'm gonna add more color down there, but so far I'm enjoying it. I'm just gonna blend out this corner, just make it very just diffused, and with no additional product I'm going to just start blending out this, make it a little bit less harsh. Now with another clean brush, I'm going to mix Fire Gang and then the Magic Dance shade. Not two shades that typically should be probably put together, but they're both warm. And I'm just going to focus that right on the inner portion of my eye, like lower lash line. I cannot talk. I just dipped into Fire Gang and Lancelot. Kind of on accident, but just adding that. I'm definitely going to put something in the middle. Maybe this will be a time to try this face base. Just as like a base. Obviously, it's like for a foundation look, but I think just a little bit of it, just a smidge of it, just right in the center, and then put the Sarah shade like on top. I think that would be really pretty. Picking up a little bit of the product and just stamping it and lightly blending it out. And honestly, I don't hate that. Turn down the exposure a little bit. It's not terrible. Just going in with a little bit more just to kind of intensify it a little bit. But with my finger, I'm just going to go into the Sarah shade and start tapping that on, and that just gave it even more an oomph. Love it. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and swirl that in the Sarah shade and just dust that on top. Wait, putting the metallic base down really helped. Obviously, I probably could have got the same effect if I went in with glitter glue, but I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna go back into Fire Gang and a little bit of Lancelot and re-intensify this section a little bit more over here. Alright, so I really like how this looks. So I'm gonna hop off and finish my lashes, and then I'll be back to apply the lip gloss in real time because I'm kind of excited to see how that looks. Alright, lashes are on. I feel a little naked because I don't have a black wing, but here's what the eye finally looks like. I went in with, this is a AF94 pair of lashes. I went in with my Anastasia Lash Brag mascara, and I went in with the ColourPop Extra Frosting Chrome Gel Liner. I really like how this looks. I feel like I look a little weird, but I'll deal with it. So I've just been having a lip balm on my lips, so I'm going to prep for the lip gloss. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna go in with my Melt Cosmetics. What one is this? All Day Every Day Nudist Liner. Not trying to overline my lips because I suck at that, and I think I look really weird when I try it. I love this lip liner. That's what that looks like. I'm not gonna like fill it in because I want the gloss to shine. And I'm kind of nervous with how this is going to look on my lips, not gonna lie. So again, this is what this looks like. This is in the shade Ambrosius, and I'm probably saying that wrong. Are we ready? Are we ready? I am not ready. So. Oh, the camera is not doing it justice with how pretty this looks. It is gonna look horrible on my lips though. Not gonna lie, it's a little gritty. Oh, that is so pretty though. Literally, the camera will not do this lip gloss justice. Is it my favorite look on me? No. By all means, no. It's a look. I feel like this would look prettier on somebody not as pale as me. And I'm not the biggest fan of like glitter lips. And it felt a little gritty at first, but I don't really feel like it's super glittery now. It is pretty. Like, I'll give it that. It is pretty. I'm interested in the other shades of this, so maybe when I have a little extra money, I will pick that up. But overall, this is my completed second look using the Goblin King collection. So let's wrap up this video. What do you guys think of this collection? Are you interested in it? Is it calling to you? I really enjoyed the palette. I think the palette overall is my absolute favorite. I'm blown away. I used pretty much every single shade. The only one I didn't use on my eyes were Ludo and Simidius, and I think William. But I used like everything else, and I am just blown away by it. It blends out well. It's pigmented. Like I said, the swatches, not the best, but that could be me. Maybe I just didn't do it well. That's a possibility. But I absolutely love this. The gloss is pretty. I just don't think it's for me. I just don't like how it looks on me. But I have seen the swatch on darker skin, and it looks phenomenal on anyone with darker skin. Just saying, it looks phenomenal on them. And this, I'm super excited to give this a try, like all over my face. Like I said, I have a look in mind, and I'm debating on when I want to do that because it's gonna take some time, and I need to make sure I don't have any other like filming obligations to do. But yeah, overall I really like this collection, and I'm very excited that Indi included me in receiving this. I'm just still blown away that some brands want to work with me. If you're interested in this collection, I'll have it linked down below, and I also have a discount code, which I think is just artistryxashh. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Everything that I talk about is linked down below, and if you're interested in any of the other makeup details, you can check over on my Instagram. I always list every product over there. And yeah, I think that's it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know down below. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!